What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Jan. If you're new here, welcome. Today I'm going to be going over fragrance-free alternatives to Fenty Skin. So if that's what you want to see, then stay tuned. However, you gotta subscribe first. So I want to start this video off by saying I am not anti-Fenty at all. If anything, I am a Fenty Stan. I have on plenty of Fenty products today. I love Fenty Beauty. I love Rihanna and the empire that she's building. However, fragrance is something that everybody just cannot use in their skincare products. I have sensitive skin, so for me, it's just not gonna happen. I was so ready. I had signed up for early access, all that stuff, and then I started watching reviews of influencers who she gave products to earlier on, and I'm glad I did that because fragrance breaks my skin out like crazy. I have eczema and I have it on my face, so that's part of the reason I can't use it in any skincare. I can't even use like Bath and Body Works, like regular body washes and stuff like that, because it breaks my skin out. Like, fragrance is just a no-go for me. However, just because fragrance doesn't work for people with sensitive skin doesn't mean that it's negative for you. I think there's a lot of bad rep about fragrance. Everybody assumes, oh my goodness, fragrance is so bad. It's not that it's necessarily bad for everybody's skin, it's just it doesn't have any beneficial components. So there's not really a reason to have fragrance in a particular product when it comes to skincare, other than just for the aroma or the smell itself. So it's not having any beneficial properties. However, that doesn't mean it's bad. Everyone doesn't necessarily have an allergy to fragrance. If you can use a Bath and Body Works like scrub or anything that has like a fragrance or perfume in it, any type of body wash like that, with no problem, your skin are not wreaking havoc and getting pissed at you for using that, then you're probably not allergic to fragrance and you'll be okay using this product. Also, a lot of people are saying that Fenty Skin does not have an extreme, like super intense amount of fragrance in it. It's a very low percentage. I want to say somebody said it's like 1%. I'm not 100% sure, so definitely fact check me. But just because some people have sensitive skin and are allergic to fragrance doesn't mean that it's necessarily negative to you. So do your own research. I'm gonna link some videos below. I want to say the Golden RX. She's one of my favorite estheticians to watch on YouTube. She has a whole video about fragrance. And I want to say there's a dermatologist that I watch too. I'll link videos below, and I'll have their thumbnails here so that you guys can know what to look for if you want to watch the videos after this. Now, if you're a Fenty Stan like me, you were so ready for this launch. You were excited, had everything set up, had your money set to the side. I saw how much each individual product was. I knew how much the bundle was, and I had money set aside for that and shipping because I was so ready to get these products. However, I have a theory that Rihanna has oily skin, so that's part of the reason a lot of her launches initially cater to that. Think about it when it comes to Fenty Beauty. The first foundation she launched was a matte foundation, and everybody raved over that and everybody loved that. However, I didn't purchase the first launch just because I have dry skin and I knew it wasn't going to be for me. It was going to dry me out. It was going to emphasize dry patches, so I had to wait my turn. I knew she wasn't just going to leave us with a matte foundation because that's not universal and everyone can't use that. And later came the hydrating foundation. I truly feel like it's going to be the same way for the skincare line. Right now she's putting out something that is definitely for summertime. A lot of people get oily and produce more oils in the heat, so it makes sense to have things that are probably more mattifying, but also she likes fragrance, and that's a key component that she said in these products and her experience with it, so she put that in there. So honestly, those of us that have sensitive skin or want products that are more hydrating are probably just gonna have to wait our turn. They'll come later, and it just is what it is. Now, if you're like me and you were really excited about this launch, however you found out it had fragrance in it and you decided you wouldn't be able to purchase, you still might be in the need of a new cleanser, a new toner, or a new moisturizer with SPF. I wanted to do some research and put together a whole list of products that I think would be beneficial to those who have sensitive skin who want those same products without fragrance. Now, I just want to give a disclaimer. I am not an esthetician. I am not a dermatologist. I am not a physician of any sort. So, with that being said, if you get these products, it's up to your discretion and it's your choice. Don't come for me if your product don't work for you. I'm just saying. Okay? Take this as the same thing as your friend being like, oh my goodness, girl, I love this product. You should use it. And you're like, oh, really? You like this product? Let me go get it. And then if it doesn't work for you, it just doesn't work for you. Everyone has different skin. It's okay. I'm not a dermatologist. I'm not an esthetician. Say it with me. Jan is not a physician. So if you take my suggestions, that's up to you. I'm not going to suggest anything that I definitely think would be detrimental or harmful to your skin. However, everyone's skin is different, so I'm sorry if any of these suggestions are not beneficial to you. Today I'm going to be giving suggestions for each of the 3 products that Fenty Skin released. So they released a cleanser, a toner, as well as a moisturizer with SPF. I'm going to be giving suggestions for all 3 of those products for each skin category. In addition to giving suggestions for each skin category, I also like to give suggestions for a high-end price and also one that's for a lower end, like that you can find in drugstore, just in case everyone doesn't necessarily have the budget to go to Sephora and spend like $65 on a product. First up for suggestions is cleansers. When it comes to oily skin for a high end, I'm going to suggest the Kiehl's Calendula Deep Cleansing Foaming Face Wash. This is a cleanser that gently lifts impurities, but at the same time gets deep in there and rips the skin of all those oils and dirt and impurities without drying or stripping it too much. It is designed for normal to oily skin types. When it comes to drugstore for oily skin cleansers, I'm going to suggest the CeraVe Foaming Facial Wash. This is a cleanser that does similar things. It also gets all those impurities and those oils and all that dirt deep in there without over stripping the skin. This is a cleanser that retails for $14.99, which is pretty low compared to the Kiehl's, which retails for $32. However, Kiehl's is really expensive, but a little goes a long way. Moving on to cleansers for combination skin. For combination skin, when it comes to high-end cleansers, I'm going to suggest a Clinique Rinse Off Foaming Cleanser. This is one that's not too intense, but at the same time, it's still going to get those oils without over stripping everything, and it is completely fragrance-free. This product retails for $22. When it comes to drugstore cleansers for combination skin, I'm going to suggest the e.l.f. Daily Cleanser. This is a cleanser that I personally use every day, and I have dry skin, so if you have dry skin, you can also use it. But at the same time, it's still going to get in there and get all those oils. So I definitely think it's great for combination skin. It's not going to be too intense, but at the same time, not too gentle and overly hydrating. This cleanser is super inexpensive, and it retails for only $4. When it comes to dry skin for high-end cleansers, I'm going to suggest the Reneé Rouleau Moisture Protecting Cleanser. This cleanser was specifically designed with a unique gel-to-milk formula that is especially for dry, damaged, and sensitive skin types. This was designed to be as gentle as possible with still getting all of those impurities and all that dirt out of your skin. It retails for $37.50. When it comes to drugstore cleansers for dry skin, I'm going to suggest the Vanicream Gentle Facial Cleanser for sensitive skin. It's completely free of dyes, land-in, fragrance, masking fragrance, parabens, and lots of other preservatives. It's completely designed for sensitive skin and is very, very gentle and going to be great for somebody with dry skin. It retails for $8.99. That's going to wrap up my suggestions for cleansers, and now we're going to move on to toners. When it comes to toners for oily skin, on the high-end side, I'm going to suggest the Origins Zero Oil Pure Purifying Toner. What it does is it gets rid of all those excess oils and the dirt that's been built up without over drying your skin or stripping it of those oils that are still necessary, and it leaves you with a smooth matte finish. This retails for $24. When it comes to drugstore toners for oily skin, I'm going to suggest Paula's Choice Skin Balancing Pore Reducing Toner. It does similar things, however, it focuses on reducing the size of pores, balancing oils, and hydrating at the same time. This retails for $16.80. When it comes to combination skin for toners on the high-end side, I'm going to suggest the Murad Clarifying Toner. What it does is eliminates oils, clears pores, and also hydrates at the same time without over-hydrating and making the skin oily. This retails for $26. When it comes to drugstore for combination skin, this is one of my favorite brands. I'm going to suggest the Simple Soothing Facial Toner. What it does is balance skin, at the same time prepare it for hydration and any of the products that you're going to go ahead and put on right after you use that toner. It retails for $7.62. For dry skin, I'm going to suggest a toner that I myself use every single day. It's the Murad Hydrating Toner. What it does is restores moisture and balance into your skin, as well as softening and replenishing the low moisture balance that dry skin usually has. You can get it for retail price at $35, or you can get it for $12 at TJ Maxx like I did. The last suggestion I have for toners is going to be for dry skin on the drugstore side. I'm going to suggest the Chop Chop Green Tea Cleansing Water by Tony Moly, which I know what you're thinking. This is not a toner. However, it can work in the same way that a toner does as far as putting on after a cleanser to prep your skin for the coming moisturizer or whatever product you are putting on afterwards. It retails for $15.50 at Ulta Beauty. Last but not least, we'll be moving on to moisturizers with SPF. Fenty Skin did a really amazing job, and a part of one of their very first launches, they released an SPF, which is really not common, but I'm glad she did it just because us as Black people, we always have this whole note that we don't need to wear sunscreen just because we have a higher concentration of melanin. And it's definitely not true, because Black people can still get skin cancer and lots of other damaging effects from the sun. Now, I'm not going to go super into depth about sunscreen because that can be a whole separate video, but here are some of my other favorite videos by some really great content creators talking about SPF, giving great suggestions, as well as explaining in depth what SPF is and how it affects Earth, your skin, all these other things. Jackie did a video as well a while back, so I'll put all those links in the description box so you guys can go check those out for yourself. When it comes to moisturizers for oily skin, on the high-end side, I'm going to suggest the Reneé Clean Skincare Mattifying Face Cream. Now, this is SPF 30, and I'm gonna let you know right now, if you're brown, this is going to leave a white cast. You're going to look ghostly. I wouldn't suggest getting this or using this if you're not about to put a full face over it, just because the cast is very intense. However, it does a great job at mattifying your skin as well as protecting it from the sun. So it has its pros and its cons, and it retails for $38. When it comes to oily skin for drugstore, I'm going to suggest the CeraVe Ultralight Moisturizing Lotion. It has SPF 30 and is great for oil control, but at the same time, it's not overly moisturizing. And I actually want to say it has a mattifying finish to it too. It retails for $18.99. For combination skin, when it comes to high end, what I'm going to suggest is the Murad Invisible Perfecting Shield Broad Spectrum. Now, this technically is not a moisturizer, however, it does feel more like a primer, like a smooth balm, something that smooths over your pores, evens out skin and texture, things of that nature. And it does make the skin look really good. It feels really great. There's no white cast at all. There's no white tint to it. And it has all these great things, and it should, because it retails for $65. Now, that's really expensive. However, people that use this love it, love it, love it, love it, and it has SPF 30. When it comes to combination skin for moisturizers, I'm going to suggest the La Roche-Posay Tolérane Double Repair Moisturizer. It does a pretty good job of balancing oils, but at the same time giving lots of moisture, and it retails for $19.99, which is kind of high for drugstore. However, it is a lot cheaper than $65. So for dry skin, when it comes to moisturizers with SPF, I'm going to suggest the Sugar Goop Super Screen Daily Moisturizer. This is a moisturizer that people are obsessed with. It has a cult following. People love Super Goop as a whole. However, this specific moisturizer has SPF and people just love it. It doesn't leave a white cast. It's not super heavy either. It's a really good all-around moisturizer, but also has a high amount of SPF in it to protect the skin. It retails for $38. The last product that I'm suggesting today is for drugstore moisturizers is going to be the CeraVe AM Facial Moisturizing Lotion with sunscreen. It has SPF 30 in it. It is a great moisturizer and lotion. A lot of people love this, but at the same time, CeraVe has a huge cult following. It retails for anywhere between $10.99 to $13.49. So that's pretty much all I have for suggestions for today. I hope you guys found something that's going to suit your skin that works really well for you. I'm super excited to see what Fenty Skin has for its next launch. Just like with Fenty Beauty, when it came to the foundation, when she first launched, I couldn't go get it because matte doesn't mix well with my skin. However, eventually she came out with hydrating to include those who couldn't go get the first one. And I'm sure she's going to do the same thing. You know, Rihanna's all about inclusivity. This is just one thing that the first launch, sometimes you just have to be patient if it's not the best fit for you. So like I said, this is not a video at all to bash Fenty Skin. I'm so proud of Rihanna and all that she does. She's like amazing. She's building an empire, and she puts so much hard work and quality in all the products that she puts forward. So I definitely think it's something that a lot of people can use. Remember, fragrance is not always bad, so do your research and think about it first just before you cancel it out and say that it's horrible for you. Hopefully my suggestions were great. Hopefully you enjoyed this video and you learned something or picked up a suggestion that you could go purchase yourself. If you have any questions or comments, or maybe you have better suggestions or a correction or something like that, make sure to leave a comment below. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it or found it helpful, and subscribe to join the Jam Fam. Bye.